Hi friends, it's Flashback Friday. Before we get started, please hit the subscribe button. That way you don't miss a single broadcast. So here's what's happened in Bonita Springs and real estate this week. First of all, orchids, orchids, orchids. It's that time of the year. When you live in Florida, your orchids that lose their flowers never die. And what we do down here is we put them in trees, we put them in flower pots, we wedge them in cracks of buildings and other locations. And what happens is you leave them alone and they blossom just for attention. So right now, orchids are throwing their blossoms everywhere we go. I'm showing property today in Pelican Marsh in North Naples, and the oak line streets are just full of orchids, and it's just absolutely beautiful. So that's one thing to look forward to if you're thinking of moving to the area. And if you already live here, why aren't you putting orchids in your trees? I thought I'd talk a little bit about one of my most favorite places to visit here in Southwest Florida to eat, and that's when we don't have enough time. There's a Culvers store here in Bonita Springs. Excuse me. It's right in front of the Home Depot on Bonita Beach Road, and it is like one of the best run businesses in the area, and everybody is so cheerful. The employees are just customer service oriented. I just enjoy going to the place, and for picky eaters like me, they actually offer a veggie burger, and a little birdie told me that the pretzel bites are coming back, which I can barely wait for. And most importantly, they give you pup cups for your dog. So if you have a dog and you're looking for a bite to eat, you can take your dog, run through the drive-thru, and your dog will go bonkers like my dog does when he sees the young men and the young women in blue at the window. He just loses it. We can't even have him in the car sometimes to order because he squeals so much. So just got done with the walkthrough of a condo in Naples. The buyer purchased it sight unseen, and you ask, how could that possibly happen? It happens all the time down here, most especially to buyers who may just be like you, who were in the area looking and didn't get a condo, maybe put in a half a dozen offers and one of them got away from them. So they know the neighborhood, they know the city, they know the actual street, they know the floor plans, and they call me or Angela and we go do a visual tour. Actually, I called this person through FaceTime, and we took a tour of the unit. They were sent the floor plan, all of the disclosures, and they were here today to finally look at it. No surprises, because it's going to go through the inspection process anyhow. So if you're back at wherever your home is, continue looking at the properties that are coming onto the market, and count on Angela or myself to help you get an in-person look at the property, and then also get you some floor plan and other supporting documents so that you feel secure placing those offers. We've also had a few buyers that have bowed out of searching. It just got too fevered and they got too frustrated. So we don't know what's going to happen. As I always say, this is magic 8-ball territory. And we've had so many people move to Southwest Florida and declare residency and just abandon their state wherever they were from. We don't know what's going to happen after Easter this year. Typically after Easter, we start seeing the storm shutters go down and the lights go off in those high rises, and folks go home for the summer. We don't know if that's going to happen or not. So here we are. Easter, I think, is April 4th this year. So April 15th, my next update with the market reports is also probably going to be a little feedback on what we're seeing with regard to seasonal residents heading back up north, or if folks are just lingering. We can tell that, number one, by the traffic on the roads, number two, by the crowds and the wait to get into a restaurant, but number three, the shutters and also the lights off in some of those buildings, most particularly in the bundled golf communities, condos on the beach, and the high-rise buildings. I'm telling you, these allergies, I have to keep clearing my throat, so this video is going to be all chopped up. Sorry about that in advance. If you've been following me along on social media, I am on a quest for lawn ornaments and decorative things to make my house look pretty. I'm currently in North Naples, and the soil is lunar soil from the moon that they are trying to grow grass, and nothing grows. I've spent thousands of dollars on plants. I have officially given up. I have got the plants that will not die planted, but none of that is a colorful, pretty thing, especially to bring my butterflies. And y'all know I love the butterflies. So I am working on lawn ornaments. So I've got a lot of fun things that I've been planting in the yard. So if you are someone in Florida who's looking for something seasonal to enjoy color, or you are in a place that's just as painful to grow colorful plants as I am, I do have a variety of other YouTube videos that give you links to those items. So here I go again. Follow along. One of the other things that I haven't talked about in a while is the back 10 feet. And I had done a television program with a woman that has a show called The Back 10 Feet that shows you how you can attract wildlife to your backyard with bird feeders and watering trays and all those jazz. So I have had a couple questions about how I got rabbits to my back door. And part of that is the water trays. Because if you give birds and critters something to eat, they also do like to drink. So the ducks come, the birds, the bees, the butterflies. I've had hummingbirds. I have bunnies that come for apples now. They smell the apples when I throw the apples out. We've had lizards, iguanas, and even a turtle that comes. The turtle ate bread. So the bunny's eating a coconut macaroon when I was out of fruit, and a turtle once ate bread. So if you just do something with the back few feet of your yard, you will not be surprised. Or you will be surprised at the wonderful things that'll show up and entertain you. And there's a lot of nature here. So I just thought I'd mention it. Still working with my Sprite. My Sprite is a lifelong commitment. I just love her, Mrs. Pumpkin. We call her the Sprite now that she's a single lady. Her husband passed away in January, and I just thought I'd share one of the many things that I did with her. Her sunglasses broke, and she has macular, so she really depends on those sunglasses. And I walked in with her to LensCrafters. She thinks that I'm some sort of a sorcerer, but I know a lot of people everywhere, and one of my past clients who had purchased a home with me works at LensCrafters, and I walked in and introduced her to my friend Geraldine, and she made a big fuss and took those sunglasses in the back and fixed that sunglass. Fortunately, it was just a screw and it was not stripped, and she fixed Geraldine's sunglasses, and we are so grateful. And it's just a testament to our local LensCrafters that they have wonderful employees that do nice things like that for little old ladies. Last but not least, the vaccine. Don't know what's going on with the vaccine, except for, I believe next week they will lower the age to the age of 60. They are still doing the giveaway online with Publix, I believe Walmart, and there was a Winn-Dixie giveaway. I don't know if they're continuing with the Winn-Dixie giveaway, but what I will tell you is we have a couple of gals that are helping people who need extra help or who have considerably serious health issues get their appointments. And we did sign somebody up for the Winn-Dixie COVID shot, and they drove all the way out, I think, to Lehigh or LaBelle, and it wasn't right. So like Winn-Dixie or whatever kind of goofed it up. So we're going to maybe stick with some of those other stores and not count on those ones that are the oddities that are out there, way out there after, an hour drive. So that's it. If we can help you with anything, whether it's locally learning more about Southwest Florida or Bonita Springs, or even the Bonita Springs real estate market, just let us know. We're almost always here. And again, don't forget, ding, 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 please subscribe. We really do enjoy you guys subscribing for us.